Hey guys, it's Allie. You can call me Allie, and today I'm taking you along to do my nails with me. Alright, so a little background while I get my nails situated. I am a CNA student, and with all the regulations that you have to have on your nails during your CNA trials, it's just easier for me not to do my nails. Alright, so here I am going in with just some Kiss nail glue. I had to open the container and move the container out of the way because that had a whole bunch of nail polish on it. And I am just applying a small dab of Kiss nail glue onto my nails. I had prepped my cuticles maybe a couple weeks before, so they're pretty bad and crusty, but I figured since I'm taking off these nails in a week anyways, it doesn't really matter. They're just for the vibes. Alright, and let me tell you, these Unagella nails, I love them, but they were giving me hell today. They did not want to stick. They're already adhered, like they're already etched, so I figured I wouldn't have to do that, but they were giving me hell. And you can see there that I am placing them a little bit farther from the cuticle, and that's just because it makes it super easy to take off when you're not having them like super close to the cuticle. I can pop these off in a week when I need to take them off, and it's not going to be as hard because I don't know where my peel off base coat is. Alright, and as you see, I am finished with that last thumb, and I am going to come in with my drill bit. This is the McCart, I believe, or the Melodie Susie drill bits. And, well, the Melodie Susie drill, and I'm not sure what drill bits. And I am just going ham on that, just trying to make it a little bit more seamless, because even though I'm only wearing this for a week, I want them to still look good. And you can see I'm coming out of frame just a little bit because it's really hard to see without glasses, and I have bifocals, so one eye is nearsighted, one eye is farsighted, so the downside of that is me having to go back and forth depending on which eye is closest to the nail and which eye I'm looking out of. And here I am just finishing up that last nail super close to the face because, again, I cannot see. Alright, so we're going to speed this up, and here I am going in with a base coat. I believe this might be Beetles or something other Moravan. This is the base coat, and I'm just using a really big glob of that near the cuticle to just kind of seal it in just a little bit more. But also I want the nails to be prepped and primed for when I'm ready to paint on them so the paint does not peel. And of course, you want to make sure that you're not getting this on your skin because this is how you get contact dermatitis. And seeing as my father has contact dermatitis, I genuinely really do not want to get it. Alright, now I'm going to mix my colors in. I'm going for a blue. This blue is from Model 1. This white is from either Beetles or Model 1. I'm not a really big fan of Beetles right now because they are not working for me. And I'm going to go ahead and get me some nail polish remover and acetone. Applying this nude color. This is going to be the nude color for my French tip that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do one generous coat of this on my pinky and my thumb, and then you're gonna see I do my thumb out of camera just because it was easier for me to be able to see. Alright, along with those two colors, I go in with my other colors. This dark blue, well, actually this light blue, I believe it is. Oh, never mind, I lied. Here I am cleaning up my nails because I got some on my skin. Again, you want to make sure you're not getting any of this on your skin. I'm going to go in with this light blue. I believe that light blue is from Beetles. It's a really pretty color. It's kind of dried out, though. I think I accidentally cured it under the light. I'm not 100% sure. I go in with this light blue on this nail, and then my middle finger is going to be a kind of, it's actually a cat eye nail polish, but I didn't do any of the glittery sparkle thingies. That is going to be from Guoy or Guy or Guoy, whatever. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's coming from there, and then this last nail, my pointer finger, is from Model 1's. Look, while I'm talking here, let me tell you about my ring finger. I cut it up so bad on accident. I was messing around with my nail trimmers, and I just sliced right across my freaking finger, and it hurt so bad. And so that's another reason why I did nothing to my cuticles, because I cut right across the cuticle line and it hurt so bad, and it was just in pain the entire time. Alright, so here I go in with my bootleg little nail art tool, and I am making a French tip. I absolutely hate doing French tip, but so many designs look so cute with a little French tip on them. And this French tip is going to have a whole bunch of polka dots. I'm going to show the nail inspiration that I've gotten and the ones that I've mixed together. And stupidly, I decided that it'd be just, so responsible to film the dotting part out of camera, but I'm going with the dotting tool, and I am just putting on a whole bunch of uniform little dots. And that literally ended up being my absolute favorite nail. You do not understand. Keeping with the dotting motion, this next nail, this ring finger, is going to be a whole bunch of trippity doodahs. I don't know why, I was feeling kind of Halloween-y, and I saw this and I was like, oh, that's so cute, I have to do that. So here I am taking the end of a brush, because I don't know, I just had a dotting tool, I don't know where it went, but I am putting dots all over my finger, and then I am drawing really spindly lines up to the point of my finger so that it kind of drips and oozes down. And out of camera, I fill those in and complete them, but in camera, I do sort of clean up the lines and make them a little less harsh. I do wish, looking at it now, that I did one more coat of the blue, because one little section of it is actually a little bit more see-through than I would like, and it's just because this blue is so see-through. On my pointer finger, I was gonna do an X and an O, but the O was really making me mad. I was like, this is for 1 week, I am not dealing with this, so I just went in with the X and another X. And then last but certainly not least, for this hand, I go in with my white and I outline the lines of this gingham pattern, I believe it's called. And then I go in with some blue, and these lines I didn't make them perfect, and that kind of aggravates me. I wish I spent a little bit more time on this and buffed out the surface, because there is a giant air bubble right there. But we live and we learn, and I know what mistakes not to make anymore. Going back to this thumb that you're not even going to be able to see, it is a French tip with a bow on top, and then it has polka dots in the same color as the bow, which is that blue color that you see on the French tip. Nope, I lied, not that color. It's the blue color you see on my index finger, middle finger. Alright, and as we're finishing up this video here, I would just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this content that I'm pushing out. I will be showing you the final photos as I go ahead and apply some cuticle oil to my cuticles. They much need that, and some lotion onto my hands and rub it all in. And I'm just going to let the video play out. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.